strange things. So let's talk about anarcho-capitalism.
All right.
Because I haven't done much on it. I think I've had one anarcho-capitalist, my friend that guy T on YouTube, who you should check out if you don't know him, great guy in Atlanta. What is anarcho-capitalism?
So anarcho-capitalism is the idea that the so-called minimal functions of the state are actually more than you really need. And it is not only imaginable, but it really could work to privatize the last lingering functions of government, like police, courts, and the law itself. Again, this is an idea that sounds really crazy. So the way that I usually like to explain it is, well, right now people may say, well, government clearly has to have a monopoly over police, monopoly over courts, monopoly over law. And I say government has a monopoly over these things right now. Right now, there's actually more private security guards than police. So
is that really?
Yeah, that's true. So there are more people hired by business and communities to go and do policing than there are police in the official sense. And then so for courts, there is a huge area of private adjudication. There's arbitration. There's any time you have a problem with your credit card, do you sue the company that's involved? No, you call up the credit card company and they have their own internal adjudication system for handling things like this. Facebook, if you have problems on Facebook, do you go and sue Facebook? No, you go and you complain with them and they do something about it.
Yeah.
And then
I'm not sure they really do something about it in the case of Facebook, but maybe.
Well, the minimum, they give you a bunch of options to solve your own problem. You can block someone, you can unfriend them, you can make sure they never contact you again. So they give you a bunch of remedies that you have, which they have worked out exactly what it is they want to do about it.
Yeah.
And then similarly for law itself, there are many private organizations that have their own rules that they apply. So again, mentioning so private arbitration. One of the main reasons people use private arbitration is that they don't use regular laws. They use their own laws, which are designed to work better than the government's laws, so you can get your issue resolved in a few days instead of weeks or years. So usually with private arbitration, they have the arbitrator actually be someone who knows what he's doing. So they have someone who is in fact an expert on this area of business, rather than giving it to a generalist and 12 people who were too dumb to get out of jury duty.
Yeah.
So just sort of realizing, wow, so there's a lot of private alternatives that already exist right now.
Yeah.
To government providing these services that, at first glance, a lot of people just have the reaction of the society would just burn in flames if there were private police or private courts or private law. Look around, it's not burning now, and there's already a very large role for the private sector.
Yeah.
So, and then when I think about anarcho-capitalism, I always just say, all right, well, let's start with what we got. You realize that is not going to lead to anything bad, and there's very good reasons why people are using these private alternatives right now, which is they're better. They're worth the money. You actually get better quality for not only for a lower price, but remember, these are private companies competing with free government services, and they're still carving out a big market niche for themselves because so many people are so dissatisfied with these services they get provided free by the government. And then just think about